Welcome to the Ironhorse Report. I'm Specialist Daniel Turner. Women make forward bounds for equality in Baghdad, and we bring you a moment of valor. But first, Specialist Michael Cox takes us to the Adhamiya District in Baghdad, where soldiers are continuing their vigilance by patrolling for weapons.
Soldiers in Alpha Company, 1st Combined Arms Battalion, 68th Armor Regiment, conducted a cache search and population engagement while on a patrol in the neighborhood located in the Adhamiya District of Baghdad.
We went to an area just west of Sadr City, in the northwest corner, to handle 2 missions simultaneously. One was to perform a cache search for possible IRM making and emplacing materials, but like I said, at the same time we were kind of conducting a population engagement.
Soldiers patrol the streets and search warehouses in the area looking for materials that could be used for an improvised rocket-assisted mortar, or IRAM, as well as improvised explosive devices, or IEDs.
You are looking around basically for any kind of rockets, ammunition that could be used, even shelling, ball bearings, things like that can be used for filling the IRAM. Is anything out of the ordinary?
The multinational Division Baghdad soldiers stop and talk to local residents to see how they are doing and if they have observed any suspicious activity in the area.
These are great people who are, some of them are poor and having trouble, and I think those are the most endearing people of all of them in Iraq.
Alpha Company didn't find any caches on this patrol, but the patrols will continue in an effort to keep the streets of safe and strengthen the bond with the local citizens. Specialist Michael Cox, 3rd Brigade Combat Team, 4th Infantry Division Public Affairs Office, Baghdad, Iraq.
Raider soldiers attended an opening for a women's sports center recently. Sergeant Ben Stevens tells us how this is a milestone for women in Iraq.
For young women in Iraq, playing sports is a challenge because of the traditions that often prevent women from engaging in sports activities. A partnership between the Ministry of Education, the Rashid Council, and coalition forces in Baghdad's Rashid District seeks to break away from the norm. The partnership recently opened a sports center at the Al-Minhal High School for girls in the Shirta community. Alia Ahmed, a student who attends the school, says this is a good day for young women in Iraq.
I feel good about the sports center, and I hope that sports will continue to develop here for women.
The sports center includes an indoor gym, an outdoor basketball court, and a new generator. 3 teams from the school competed in an exhibition game to celebrate the new addition. High school principal Maida Majid sees the sports center as a positive resource for young women.
We hope the sports center for girls will help to raise women in Iraq to the level that women in other parts of the world are.
Coalition forces, including soldiers from the 1st Brigade Combat Team of the 4th Infantry Division, continue to provide a safe environment for further projects in the Rashid District. Reporting for 1st Brigade Public Affairs, 4th Infantry Division, I'm Sergeant Ben Stevens, Multinational Division Baghdad, Iraq.
And now for this week's Moment of Valor.
On the evening of March 26, 2008, Staff Sergeant David Whitehead with 1st Platoon, Delta Company, 4th Battalion, 64th Armor Regiment was conducting a movement to a predominantly Sunni neighborhood in Baghdad. While conducting their mission, Sergeant Whitehead identified 6 armed men with assault rifles and RPGs. He immediately engaged the individuals from his tank using the M240 machine gun. After destroying the RPG team, Sergeant Whitehead was engaged from short range by more than 20 armed men firing from rooftops, windows, and ground level. Sergeant Whitehead, unable to move forward due to intervening terrain, continued to engage the enemy using the M240 and 50 caliber machine gun, exposing himself to fire numerous times in order to continue to suppress the enemy. After the mob was defeated, Sergeant Whitehead's tank came under mortar fire. He continued to put pressure on the enemy from his position, allowing his platoon to maneuver around the enemy, leaving them broken and scattered. His platoon arrested 4 individuals, providing medical care for 2 of which who were wounded. For his bravery, leadership, and combat heroism that day, Staff Sergeant David Whitehead was awarded the Army Commendation Medal with V device for valor.
Thanks for watching this week's Ironhorse Report. You can find this edition as well as other episodes by visiting our website at www.hood.army.mil/4ID. Reporting for Multinational Division Baghdad, I'm Specialist Daniel Turner.